Hey guys, I keep getting a lot of emails on, well, not a lot, but some emails from people that I used to talk to a lot on YouTube, and they sent me a couple videos of somebody who's been really getting on people's cases on there, and he likes to attack people or other people who are intersex, and if you don't understand what intersex is, it's basically it's a gender ambiguity. I can't quite pronounce it right, but it's basically what the old term hermaphrodite used to belong to, but that's a bad word now. It's and yes, I'm one of those intersex people. Anyways, the thing is, though, that he likes to harass the hell out of people. And I've been looking through all these, like, different websites that have blogs, and a lot of people are talking about him like he is the king, or he is the biggest pain in the ass for anybody trying to get their message out, because he won't get off their case. And he likes it. Yeah, sorry for sounding like I'm repeating myself, but he likes to really rag on people about it. Anyways, the last video that was sent to me by somebody was him going off about how, oh, everybody's having a pity party about their condition, and how they're not going to the doctor and whatnot, which is complete crap, since it's basically people on YouTube who are intersex are just trying to communicate with other people who are intersexed. And he goes off about how, well, this isn't the exact quote, but what I got from it was that he says these people, these freaks that go on YouTube and like there's just this talk on YouTube all the time. He has a lot of room for himself to be speaking, since I've noticed, well, including the videos that my friends have sent me, but I have also been noticing this, just, it pops up every so often. I can't even get away from his annoying voice. It makes me want to heave. But the YouTube pops up his videos all the time, because YouTube knows that I do a lot of research on this. And apparently there are some videos that he used to put up there way back in the day that got his ass in trouble. And I'm surprised, if it's that serious, they let him back on. Unless they've got, I don't know. But he apparently is very intolerant towards not just people who are intersex or transsexuals, or just people gay or lesbians or whatever. He's very racist. He is the epitome of a bigot. And I'm not talking about a lovable bigot like Archie Bunker. Haha, I had to put that one in there. And, if you can, totally ignore him. That's my advice. Because if he doesn't have an audience, then he's just gonna sit there in his own little corner and just feel sorry for himself. Because he thrives on attention. This guy, the way I see it is, he thrives on attention. There's no getting around it, because why else would he be on YouTube? I put my videos on YouTube to socialize with people. In fact, I was a little bit Actually, I was a little bit hesitant to put a video on YouTube, and it wasn't because I was afraid of this guy, it's because I've got a lot of stuff on my plate right now. And I didn't really want to waste my time putting another video up. But I had to put up a response. And just to point out something, Kallman's syndrome is not an intersex condition by itself, but a lot of times it goes, well, almost 99% of the time it is along with an intersex condition. I read this somewhere. I can't remember exactly where I got it from. I got like 3-4 different books and medical journals and whatnot about this. But, you know, Kallman syndrome, yeah, but you know what? It comes along with an intersex condition all the time. And if you really want to be an asshole about it, that's how it is. You're trying to say that these people who have Kallman syndrome don't have an intersex condition. They do, but that's not entirely the condition. It usually goes along with it. And I think it goes along with AIS and just genitalia ambiguities and whatnot. But also what I've heard is that you've had to have a lot of corrective surgery, even into your adulthood. I've only had to have surgery done in, like, when I was a kid, like, in, like, 3, 4, 5. I still remember it. That's what screwed up. Because it's like I was 3 or 4 years old. You shouldn't really remember a whole lot from then. And this still haunts me a little bit. I've always felt like the freak since I was a kid. And when I got into later years in grade school and into middle school, I took pride in being thought of as a freak because I didn't want to be like anybody else. I thought everybody else was either posers or boring out of their minds. I didn't like people who were like, "Oh, dude, check out this new pop song," or something like that. I guess he could have called me a contrarian. I don't care. But anyways, if you like to talk crap about people on YouTube and say that there's something wrong with them for being on YouTube, you have a lot of room to talk. Because I've noticed you on YouTube a lot of times. So I would advise you to check yourself before you wreck yourself. And on another side, I know that there are a lot of really nice, tolerant people in your part of the world, which is New Zealand, of course. Very tolerant, which makes me think that you live out in the sticks, herding sheep around. Anyways, a couple of my favorite actors were from New Zealand, and they're very tolerant. But you've got something going on. And I know I'm assuming one person represents their entire nation. And the way I've heard, that's what you thought of the Americans too. You think a handful of people represent the entire nationality or nation. I wonder what you think of Canadians. I wonder what you think of the Swedes. I wonder what you think of people in England. If you care to share that with everybody, share your internal philosophies, as you will, not just anything about being intersexual, but just how you are, your personality, your philosophies, your personal belief, not your religious belief, because a lot of people like to use that as a front. Then I would be interested to be friends with you if it sounded like you aren't as close-minded as you give out to be. But what I've heard and what I've seen from your videos tells me that there's not one grain of tolerance in your whole being. It sounds like you could say, screw them, I don't care what they say, which in certain terms that could be admirable, but it sounds like you are set in your ways to the point where you can't even think straight, and when somebody shows you the truth, you call them a blatant liar. I don't know what to tell you, sir, but the world is changing, and apparently you're going to be left behind. And guess what? Even the doctors are slowly turning around, figuring out that people with intersex conditions need to be counseled more than we're going to do this operation on you despite what you want. Because they realize that psychologically they need to be counseled and treated like a human being, not as a freak show or a specimen. That's the thing. Doctors need to treat the heart and soul as much as they need to treat the body. And they haven't been doing that for a long time. Anyways, let's get... it's past 10 minutes. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be sure to post some more videos on other stuff. I just had to clear the air with this, and it was getting under my skin, but there's a pretty good chance this gentleman is not going to take one bit of what I say to heart, so can't say I haven't tried. Peace.